flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. The Longhorns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of
hey, stop. Stop.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Makes the catch, it's Hudson. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Brett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Offense changing the play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Grabs behind the line. It's Harden. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown, Mustangs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! One-step grab, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that
Stop.
Make that early state. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late season.
You need to be careful. You're too rough with her, baby.
DKR heating up.
Give her hers. Give her hers.
First down, impossible here. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Safe completion on the screen. Really nice job.
Brooklyn, you better stop.
Get it to their own 41.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the Mustangs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Maryland. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They're going to test the right side with this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. just needs a crack to get a return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Got it in the middle. It's Maryland. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Jennings. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field.
You know, offensively, defensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. It's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 270 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime. Dropping back, it's Jennings.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the third.
Brooklyn. Come on, get out that bathroom.
Yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on
stop.
that throw?
Let's start, y'all. Go back to doing what y'all was already doing.
Line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. This time on target. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Hey, stop! Leave that alone. Stop. She know what I'm talking to.
Back to the passing game. Complete to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They get to him as he throws. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this.
Leave that stuff alone.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, man. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Got it behind the line. It's Washington. Kearney on the Jets. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
She's not going to step on.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snagged out of the air. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give from the gun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Mustangs get the 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To throw, it's Jennings. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's caught downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open.
Brooklyn, get from over there.
Give this guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Mustangs are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible.
Why are you so rough with her?
The snap sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Hey, Eddie. Yo, that was just mean, Eddie. That was mean. That was mean. Like you wouldn't even studying your tablet over. I should make you. I could make you give her your tablet. That was mean.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really.
Yeah, the sister was being mean to you. Like you weren't even over there playing with your tablet. You over there playing with the dinosaurs, and you see it with the tablet. You come up here and take the tablet from them. That was mean. You know, just adding.
To run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Last play didn't go well. At least
you don't do that,
second and 11. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch you. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 37 over Nevada. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to this 29.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Snags it over the middle.
Yeah.
That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He gets it up to
they ain't said nothing about eating.
He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes one man miss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game.
Oh, no.
The defense gets him down.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice
Hey,
job.
y'all too wild now.
Down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get
I don't know, but I gotta look it up.
It now sets up fourth down.
He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. From the gun, running back gets the gift. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Yeah.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. To the air. It's Jennings. It's complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
No.
Certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Not really.
Wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground.
She been in Mississippi at her grandma. Then she just went back home.
Because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled.
I'll go see if I can get him this coming weekend.
Creating those explosive plays.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.